Hello friends, this time I will show you how you can create talking avatars using your packages account. So for do this, you have to go to this website docs.did.com. That is the URL that you need. Okay, and after you are in this website, you have to go to the upper right of your browser and select on login to create an account. After you have created an account, you have to go to getting started to generate an API key. This will take you to another website in which basically you can manage your account to see how many calls you have available, etc., how many credits left into your account. But the thing that you want to do is to click on generate key, and you have to copy that key. After you do that, you can go to the packages website, click on keys, just click on add a new key, custom service. The domain could be, for example, here we have talks on video endpoints. You have the create a talk endpoint. We're going to copy one of these URLs. We paste the ID. For the authentication, we select basic auth, as you can see here, because this is the authentication that it requires. And when you create your account, when you create your API key, let me open a new notepad document. You are going to see that your key is composed by a series of different characters, colon, and another series of characters. Well, the first set of characters is your username, and the last set of characters is your password. So you have to copy the first set of characters as the username, and you have to copy the second set of characters as your password. Then you place a pretty name, and that all that you need to create your API key for this service. After you create that key, I'm going to open the service, the package, and you have to open the start avatar generation workflow. This workflow basically allows you to start the generation of the avatar. Why is this? Well, when you create this type of resources, these resources consumes a lot of memory, a lot of different resources from a server, and basically if you have a very, very long text that the avatar is going to say, you have to wait certain time to wait until the generation is available. So what this workflow does is to start that generation of the avatar. And I have another package that basically rescues or recovers the response from the server. That basically when the server finish rendering the video, you get it on another package. I will show you how I did it. So the first thing that I need is an input that is the text script that the avatar is going to talk, that is going to say. Second parameter is the avatar image, that basically this is the character that you are going to use when you want to generate the character. Then you have the avatar voice that have a list of different 11 labs voices. Even in the avatar image, you have a lot of options to select from. And finally, we need an input. We need a webhook URL as an input. This is the webhook that you need to retrieve the video when it finished rendering. After that, we are going to run two different JS runners. The first one basically is going to obtain the image of the presenter of the character that is going to talk to the camera basically. And the second JS runner is going to obtain the ID of the voice so that we can generate the 11 labs voice. After that, I created an HTTP request, and I have here different things. The first place, I am using an URL that you can see on the screen, that is the endpoint that basically generates the avatar. It is using a post method, and then we have to configure two different keys: the accept key, which is application JSON passed or rendered as a header, and we have a content type, and the key is content type and the value is application JSON that is rendered as a header too. Then the important thing is the body, because we specify all the different parameters here. We specify the source URL, that is to say the avatar image, the character, the presenter that is going to talk to the camera. We have into the script section, which is what type of content we want to generate. In this case, we want to use text as input. We indicate that we don't want subtitles for our video. And here is the important thing. We are specifying that we want to use 11 Labs voices. We select the voice from the combo box that we present to the user. And then as input, we specify which is the text script that we specified when we execute the package. Then in the configuration, we have different options. And in the webhook, we configure a webhook URL, which I'm going to show you how to use it later. But basically, this is the workflow that we are using. In the second package that I want you to see is the package named DiD get avatar video, which is pretty simple. Here we have a webhook input. We have the name, avatar info, and the important thing here is that we are saying, or we're specifying that we want to capture all parameters, that is for the service to receive all the parameters that the server is sending to us. Basically, this package is going to act or to respond when someone calls to it. And when this happens, we want to capture all parameters. And in that parameters that we receive, we want to expose one property specifically, that is the result URL, which contains the video, the final video that was rendered. And finally, in the finished node, we basically show it to the user as avatar info.result underscore URL, which is the property that we obtain from the JSON response. And the important thing that you have to do here is to click on webhooks at the top. And here you have to indicate that you want to add a new webhook. You have only to click on add, remove, and edit. And you have to create new webhook with a specific name. If you want, for example, test, you click on save webhook. And this is going to be created to you when you click on the create option. You have to be sure that this active checkmark is checked, and you have to copy this URL. This URL is the one that you are going to use when you call the first workflow. So if and after that, that is all that you need for this to work correctly. So then we're going to return to our first package, run package. We're going to input a text script. For example, I love creating packages for different use cases. And it's a very simple input. We can select an avatar image. For example, we're going to select Jack2. We're going to select an avatar voice, for example, Liam. And the important thing is select the webhook URL. The key, we have to select the DiD key that we created earlier. And finally, we're going to run the package. If everything is configured correctly, you can see that this package was run correctly. And after that, we call or a call to the webhook or to the workflow get avatar video was called also. So it can execute very fast or very slow, depending on the input characters that you enter to the package. The important thing is that we have the completion of this workflow. with this URL that contains the video, the final video. So I'm going to paste this URL. Okay, we have here the video.
I love creating packages for different use cases.
Okay, I don't know if you can hear it, but I will replay it.
I love creating packages for different use cases.
And I think that it is a very cool package that you can use in your marketing activities. So I hope that you enjoy this package, and we'll see in next video.